Tonight, federal government's COVID-19 stimulus package arrives in Benin. As Edo records additional 3 confirmed COVID-19 cases, clergy Christians to keep hope alive and pray fervently for an end to the pandemic. And in other news, our correspondent on special assignment visits Central Hospital in Benin in the wake of trending video on social media platforms. Good evening. It's good to have you join us on the main news bulletin. I am Agatha Egwaru Ojo. 87 new cases of coronavirus have been recorded by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC). 33 in Lagos, 18 in Borno, 12 in Osun, and 9 in Katsina. Others are Kano and Ekiti, 4 each, Edo and Bauchi, 3 each, and 1 in Imo State. As at 11:55 Saturday night, there are 1,182 confirmed cases of the virus reported in Nigeria. 222 patients have been discharged and 35 deaths recorded so far. Now, Benin residents are being urged to turn out for screening at the mobile screening centers close to their living areas so that they can know their risk level and possibly get tested for the virus. Now, this follows 3 new cases confirmed in Edo State by the NCDC, bringing the number of cases in the state to 22. And Willie Okolo was in town to get people's reaction to this daily rise and how they are taking advantage of mobile screening centers.
As at 5 minutes to 12 midnight, 25th of April, the NCDC announced confirmation of 87 new cases, 3 in Edo State. This puts Edo in the 9th position out of 29 states with COVID-19 cases. An earlier interview with the Director of Disease Control Edo State, Dr. Osa Bruce, saw him projecting an increase in number of cases as screenings and testings are done. As at Wednesday, 22nd of April, 12 mobile screening centers were set up in Oredo local government area to bring screening closer to the people.
So Oredo is the beginning. From the success of this, we are going to step down to other local governments.
But how well are people taking advantage of the exercise?
The test is necessary, but I'm just saying that I'll have to make up my mind to go, but for now, I've not been there.
The Bible says we shall see with our eyes, hear with our ears, not conning our dwellings. That's why I don't want to do it.
We have to take advantage of whatever platform the government is making available to the citizens.
However, at 2 mobile screening centers visited, Vegetable Market and Uropota Hall screening centers, citizens walking past the center were being persuaded to come in for screening because for the doctors, early detection helps a lot in a patient's recovery process.
Yeah, we are not satisfied with the numbers yet, although it has exceeded our initial daily target. It shows that people are responsive. People are interested in knowing about their health status, especially in relation to COVID-19.
I believe that problem identified is self-solved. If there is any problem identified, you can go to the next level.
The turnout has been impressive for Uropota Screening Center. Today is the day 3, which will be our final day for this center. Thereafter, we'll be deployed to other flash points within the local government.
With the danger of community transmission raging, citizens are encouraged to come out, get screened or tested so that the virus can be detected early and appropriate measures taken promptly. In Benin, I'm Willie Okolo, NTA News.
In the meantime, Edo State government has taken possession of 3 truckloads of rice. It is part of the federal government's palliatives to cushion effect of the measure taken to curb spread of the coronavirus. Goodluck Inani reports that the items are at the state government's warehouse.
The food consignment of 1,850 kilogram bags of rice were delivered through the office of the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Hajia Sadia Umar Farouk. Some of the bags were randomly opened to ascertain if the contents were fit for consumption. It is the first palliative sent to the state by the federal government since COVID-19 outbreak. In Benin, good luck in Aini, NT News.
Sincere apologies for the poor audio in parts of that report. And moving on, Governor Gordon Obaseki has approved the appointment of Osaze Ethan Uzamere as his new Chief of Staff. In a statement by Secretary to the State Government Osaudion Ogie, the appointment takes immediate effect. Osaze Ethan Uzamere is the son of Senator Ehige Uzamere, who represented Edo South Senatorial District in the National Assembly between 2007 and 2011. The 38-year-old Osaze is an investment banker, a graduate of Stony Brook University, New York, where he majored in computer and electrical engineering. He had stints with Lehman Brothers and South Grade Engineering, among others. According to the statement, Osaze Uzame is a thoroughbred professional. Before this appointment, the new Chief of Staff was an executive assistant to the governor. And to the altar now, the Archbishop of the Benin Metropolitan See, Most Reverend Augustine Akubeze, has reaffirmed the need for all Nigerians to unite behind government at all levels to win the ongoing war against coronavirus. This was the focus of the third Sunday of Easter homily delivered at the St. Gabriel the Archangel Catholic Church in Benin City. Ede Ago reports.
The Catholic Archbishop said the battle against the novel coronavirus can only be won when people cooperate by staying at home, maintaining social distancing, avoiding public gatherings, washing hands regularly with alcohol-based hand sanitizers, as well as adhering to other stipulated measures designed to contain the spread of the pandemic.
I wish to reiterate my call to all of you to stay safe during this period. The COVID-19 pandemic is no joke. It is real. It is a virus that infects both the rich and the poor. A lot of persons have contracted the virus and many have died. We call on all Nigerians to cooperate with government in containing the spread of the virus. The COVID-19 fight is for all of us. It is a fight to save our lives and our world.
Most Reverend Akubeze encouraged the sick and those already discouraged by the horror of the prevailing reality to rekindle their faith in God and be hopeful that the pandemic claiming lives globally will end soon.
As the COVID-19 pandemic continues, it is important that we feel the presence of God in our lives. God is with us in this fight. He never leaves us alone. He journeys with us on this third Sunday of Easter, opening our eyes and minds to see that He is with us to help us in all our trials and difficulties.
He also enjoined Christians to remain close to God and intensify their intercessory prayers for the world to experience God's divine healing in this moment of trial. In Benin, Ede Ago, NTA News.
And believers have been enjoined to look to Jesus, the author and finisher of faith, for divine solution to COVID-19. Spiritual leader of Christ Chosen Church of God International, Monsignor Apostle David Onwefe Ihiu, gave this injunction this Sunday in his office in Benin City. Adogbejo Jigba reports.
Spiritual leader held at times like these, which the Bible describes as signs of the end time, it is imperative for believers to uphold their faith in God and seek refuge in Christ who alone can bring peace to a troubled world.
You that is full of fear, I want you now to cry out to Jesus. He's your best friend. He's your best friend. He's close to you. What I cannot do for you, what you cannot do for yourself, what doctors cannot do for you, what kingdoms cannot do for you, he can do it, for he's the great physician. He has the whole world in his hand. I call on you now. Children of God out there, listen to my voice. Fall in love with Jesus.
Meanwhile, Senior Apostle Umuefe also urged all well-meaning individuals and organizations to come to the aid of the poor and needy, especially those close to them. He observed that the income streams of many have suffered and prayed that the Lord of harvest will satisfy the need of all. In Benin, Alubeji Ojegba, NTA News.
You're watching the main news bulletin on NTA Benin. We'll take a break now. More reports when we return. To stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Bishop Feb Idahosa. I am a pastor. I'm also a public health professional. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is just in 2 minutes, share with you how you can keep yourself safe and your family safe. The first suggestion, as you always know, is to wash your hands all the time. Use sanitizers. And of course, we want to encourage social distancing. Let me explain. I am a pastor and I know that churches must meet. However, during this time, we have decided that every church should try to keep to either 20 or go online and not meet at all. I want to encourage and add my voice to that of the state government. We should right now stay at home if possible. If you can't stay home, if you must go out, be very careful. Give a good distance. If you're going to go in a keke or bus drivers, whoever you are, please spread people out. This disease spreads by droplets coming from the nose and falling on surfaces or on hands or going into somebody else's nose. What you can do then is this: wear a face mask.
Edo University Iyamo, Edo State. Public notice. Edo University Iyamo resumes academic activities for second semester 2019-2020 academic session online on the Canvas LMS/AIS platform. With the continuation of the lockdown throughout the country because of the COVID-19 pandemic, this is to inform all students that the second semester for 2019/2020 academic session will commence online on the Canvas Learning Management System LMS and Edo University Iyamo Academic Information System AIS as follows. Monday, 27th April 2020, commencement of course registration for second semester 2019-2020 academic session on AIS/LMS platform. Monday, 4th May 2020, second semester 2019-2020 academic session lectures commence. All students are hereby advised to visit the Canvas Learning Management System LMS and Edo University Iyamo Academic Information System AIS platform to commence the above mentioned academic activities. Please stay safe. Signed, Dr. Mrs. I. Uboro, FNIM, Registrar.
Coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, is one of the most deadly diseases which has infected over 2 million people in the world right now. The good news is that we can stop the spread if we do the right thing. Wash your hands frequently with soap under running water. Avoid gatherings and physical contact. Prevent coronavirus by cleaning all surfaces frequently. Returning travelers to Nigeria, stay home and avoid contact with people, including family, for 14 days. For NCDC self-isolation guide, visit covid19.ncdc.gov.ng. My name is Chris Osaiti Neihari, State Publicity Secretary, PDP, Edo State.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, 2 things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other. Located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city. Truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen. 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath. Enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Henry Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
Good day, fellow Nigerians. I am sure we are all aware of the current pandemic called coronavirus facing Nigeria and the world. Many lives have gone, many are on hospital beds across the country fighting for their lives. Like they say, the ailment doesn't spread itself, but humans spread it. Please try to follow the guidelines given to stay safe. Stay home if necessary, wash our hands regularly with soap and running water. If there is none around, always make use of a sanitizer. If you have any reason to go out, please use a face mask and ensure you avoid touching your nose, eyes, and mouth with unclean hands. I use this medium also to call on Nigerians to help those who are in need with food items and other relevant items this period. No matter how small you think it is, your neighbor may need it. Save his soul today by giving. Thank you all as we join hands to fight this disease. God bless you all. This message is brought to you by Zico Petroleum and Marketing Company, producers of Zico Oil, and Zafik Royal Hotels.
Thank you for staying tuned. Christians have been tasked to use this period of partial lockdown to raise altar for God in their homes. This was the message by the spiritual leader of Deliverance Holy Mission International, Incorporated, Prophet Sunday Okweri, in his message this Sunday titled Lessons from COVID-19 Pandemic Season 2. Joy Egbo reports.
Prophet Okpere observes that the season for boasting about titles, big churches and large congregation is over. He commended government for measures taken to protect citizens, an action which he says can be likened to the same instruction God gave Moses to keep his people indoors for death to pass them by.
Irrespective of your race, without God, it will not attract grace. But your race with God is grace. So this is a period I will know you, you will know me. This is a period you must at all times pray with your family. Don't be lousy about. I'm admonishing you today. Pray with your family. Don't be more charismatic in your intercessory prayers so that you will be recognized by God.
The prophet urged Christians not to relax or grow weak in faith during the sit-at-home order, but strengthen the bond of unity in their families as a temple of God and be more prayerful to draw God's mercy. In Benin, Joy Egbo, NTA News.
And Reverend Jacob Igebo of the Christ Tower Ministries wants Christians not to be worried about the trials they face in life, as nothing can stop the plan of God in their lives from being achieved. This is his message this Sunday on the topic, Fear Not, You Will Get There.
Reverend Igebo reminded Christians to use the case of Joseph in the Bible as an example. He noted that Joseph passed through a series of challenges, but at the end, God's plan for him was fulfilled. He wants believers to continue to trust God, as he has always proved that his love for his children is pure, and his mercies will see them through difficulties in life.
No matter the circumstances, no matter the disturbance, you will get there. Amen. Joseph got to the prison, and the Lord said, Joseph, you are there, I am with you. Yes. I am with you. Yes. The Lord now opened his vision. Yes. Another chapter of his life came. Yes.
The Lord opened his vision, and Joseph began to see beyond what he was seeing before. Yes, oh, somebody, you are getting that position now. You are getting that opportunity now. I say it's sitting on your door. In the name of Jesus. Prophesy to somebody. The idea of people planning to bring you down, the same God will put idea into it that will lift you. I say you will get there in the name of Jesus.
Reverend Gable prayed for an end to coronavirus scourge and for peace in the land. In Benin, Udrakobong Achibong, NTA News.
Away from messages from the altar, following a trending social media clip alleging that the Central Hospital Benin has been closed to the public, correspondent Adobeji Ojegba visited the hospital to ascertain the true situation.
The atmosphere at the Central Hospital Benin indicated that the facility was up and running. Patients were seen going through the normal process to access medical care. At the outpatient area of the hospital, people were also seen waiting to receive medical attention. Although, being a Sunday, the crowd was not large compared to what is obtainable weekdays. At the maternity ward, people were seen waiting for their loved ones who were either in the labor room or had just put to bed. A lady was seen carrying a bucket of water into the maternity ward because, according to her, no water in the ward, hence the need to fetch outside.
You run the morning or this afternoon, it's stuck. You don't want to get empty for this side, you know, for the fish.
It's fast. It had not been long when I came, so they have attended to me.
A medical doctor, Felix Adoye, who spoke to NTA News crew, said there was a partial closure on the 23rd of April to allow for decontamination.
The hospital has never been locked down. I can say it because I work here almost every day. It has not been locked down. The only day that it was a few hours just for the fumigation of this environment. There was nothing like that. If it's going to be locked down, there will be circular to that effect, but it has never been locked down.
Also, State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Patrick Okudia, also confirmed to Government House correspondent Goodluck Inaini that the hospital was closed in the evening of Thursday, April 23rd. In Benin, Adobeji Ojegba, NTA News.
And 2 men of the Edo State Police Command have been dismissed from service for allegedly fighting in public. Udrakobong Achibong spoke with the police public relations officer on the development.
The 2 policemen, Ozumede Aidoneje, a constable, and Salubi Stephen, a corporal, worked under Ebele Divisional Headquarters in Igweben local government area of Edo State before the incident. According to the police public relations officer, who spoke through telephone conversation, the 2 men were detailed by the DPO of the division to take action on a minor accident that occurred in his jurisdiction. But it turned out that they engaged themselves in a physical combat, an incident that went viral on social media. This, he said, was a show of shame which the police force would not condone.
We were arrested and subject to what we call police auxiliary room trial. And that police auxiliary room trial is a disciplinary committee, to look into hiring officers. They were eventually tried and dismissed. They are no longer members of the force.
The PPRO of the Edo State Police Command also confirmed the death of a notorious killer, Otasori Osagi, while trying to escape from police custody after his arrest.
He was arrested and he decided to, knowing the offense he had committed, the offense of murder, taking another life. He decided to escape from the police. And murder case is one of the cases that suspects will try to escape, or suspect trying to escape that require that kind of action.
He was said to have belonged to a confraternity, got involved in cult clashes, terrorizing some parts of Benin, including Sapele Road and Upper Sapomba, before he met his Waterloo. In the past weeks, the Edo State Police Command has been clamping down on criminal elements with the recent arrest of about 146 of them. In Benin, Udrakobong Achibong, NTA News.
The news ends after this break. We'll be right back.
Coronavirus special message by a caring individual, Princess Rosemary Osulatu, founder, Rosula Foundation. As Nigerians battle with the coronavirus pandemic, it is necessary for us all to adhere strictly to the guidelines recommended by the federal government of Nigeria and World Health Organization so as to stop the spread of the disease. Stay at home except you are an essential worker. Maintain the social distancing rules. Always wear face masks whenever you want to leave your house. Always cover your mouth and nose with tissue paper whenever you want to sneeze or cough. You can use your elbow when tissue paper or handkerchief is not available. Throw away used tissue paper in the waste bin immediately. Wash your hands with soap and running water and use alcohol-based hand sanitizer regularly. Report any person with symptoms of the disease to authorities concerned. Stay at home. COVID-19 is real. This message is brought to you by Princess Rosemary Osulatu, founder, Rosula Foundation. Rosula Foundation wishes you safety during this pandemic. Observe all local and national precautions. The best prevention is staying at home.
Improved household hygiene is essential to keep your family safe. Did you know that the sodium hypochlorite, the active ingredient in hypo bleach, is equipped to fight viruses and germs? Add some bleach to water, soak a clean napkin in diluted bleach and wipe off germs from common contact surfaces. Wipe off with hypo. Disinfect your home with hypo bleach always.
Endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Dare to stand out.
A fatal auto crash, presumably the consequence of a brake failure, occurred this Saturday evening around Upper Mission Extension in Benin City. Ediago tells us more.
At the time, the NTA News crew visited the scene of the auto crash at Temboga Junction on the edge of Upper Mission Extension axis of the metropolis, some of the accidented vehicles had already been evacuated. Though no life was lost, some of the victims sustained minor injuries and 6 vehicles were damaged, some beyond repair. According to eyewitnesses and some of the victims, the accident occurred at about 6 o'clock this Saturday evening when the 7-Up Bottling Company's truck with plate number EKY 641XA developed brake failure and ran into this Toyota Corolla with registration number AFZ 65AA, which was trapped in the traffic. The impact of the accident affected some other vehicles also caught in traffic.
No, nobody injured. Now they say the bus driver now injured leg.
We are coming from Maduawa. We just be on the hold up here. The hold up was moving gradually. All of a sudden, we see a motor jam the one on your back, then you will jam the one on your front, you do on the back. Just like that. That's how the accident happen.
We dey hold up. If I know what dey happen, motor don't jam me for back. If I get myself now for up, my motor don't go hang for on top this motor.
As at the time of filing this report, the other accidented vehicles were being evacuated to ensure free flow of traffic. In Benin, Ede Awo, NTA News.
And that report concludes our package for tonight. Thank you for watching. Ensure you visit screening centers close to your houses to get screened and possibly get tested. Good evening.
Edo University, Iamo,
in a determination to graduate students within the stipulated time from date of students' entry into the university, has, due to the lockdown occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, decided in the meantime to resume academic